Okay, so I want to do a quick video. And don't mind my washer back there, it's struggling. I want to do a quick video about a possible escape route for an intruder. RJP did this video on this same thing. He came up through this alley right here behind Karen Neal's house. And I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I'm going to pause this real quick because my washer's about to act up. Now you can see I'm directly across the street from 5801 in the back alley on the other side. Now Rich came through here, and it's still the same car that's in his video from like 3 years ago. But he showed us that there's actually that's the Routier house right there where the mark. There's actually a walkway where you can get through here. There's no way, there's no fence. Google Maps doesn't let me show it, but there's no fence there that separates the house. You can see kind of a little bit that you can just come directly across right here. And if you went out to this alley here, which Rich did as well, he came right here and he showed us this huge parking lot and how you can possibly get out. All right. If you go right here, you can see the Routier house right there. This is Gorsuch house right here. There's also a runaway through here, right? Which I don't think Rich noticed it because he didn't mention it. But let me go around to the front there, just real quick. Now, it's possible that people could have ran through here and ran through there, right? It's very possible. But let me go around to the front. I love my little Yahoo guy. Now that's the Neal's house, but there seems to be a fence there. Let me see. Right through here. That's where that Land Cruiser is sitting. That Toyota that we just saw. Now, if we turn it completely around, that means if they made it out that way, hell, I didn't even realize there was a way to get through there. Now, if the intruder came out the front door, right, and went that way, you'd have to go across the street and around behind this house right here, right? The problem that I have with that is Gorsuch up in this window describing everything that he saw from the time Waddell pulled up. Saw Waddell pull up, right? So one might say, well, the intruder could have went out the front door before Waddell pulled up. But if you look at the testimony, you can see that the Doris Trammell, the 911 operator, told her to go open the door and let them in. Not to mention that Gorsuch was looking out this window, and so was his wife. They described the cars pulling up here, onto the side, the ambulance right there, and Waddell's a little bit over here. So they wouldn't have been able to get through there without being seen, in my opinion. In my opinion, they wouldn't have been able to get through there without being seen because of the testimony that the Gorsuch said. I can tell you now, I spoke to Gorsuch's wife. And she didn't want me to. I asked her, could I play the recording of the call, and she said she'd rather not, so I'm not. playing the recording. But she said that what was testified to was exactly what she saw and what happened. She doesn't believe that an intruder ran out the door. She saw Waddell bring Darren back in the house. So I just want to touch on that a little bit. I also touch on this. People wonder why, on my end, a lot of people ask me, why do me and Rich get along? All right? How do we get along so well? All Rich and I have is a difference of opinion on this case. He hasn't insulted me in any way. I know that Rich has an open mind, and so do I. I don't dig too much at the things that he says, and he doesn't dig too much at the things I say. He could. But if we did, we wouldn't do it in an insulting way. We would be like, well, I don't agree with that, blah, blah, blah. Rich has never disrespected me. Rich has never said anything smart to me, even when he doesn't disagree. When he disagrees, he's never done that. Never once. I've had other male supporters do it, and I'll go after them just as quick. It takes a lot to get me pissed off. But when people start saying things like haters and you're ridiculous and that's stupid, you're a fucking moron, and stuff like that, then, well, you're going to get it. That's what you get. But if you can debate the case like an adult, so you take some adulting to get along. You have to adult. And that's what we do in this case. It's just a difference of opinion. And I know that Rich is one of those people that, he's not one of the people that just wants to be right. Like Danelle flat said in her own words. To be honest, I just want to be right. That's written in her own words. So that means you're not open-minded, you're not going to listen to anything, and everybody else that's opposed to you, they're stupid, and then she said she would try to sue me, but we have nothing. Really. But they get insulted. But then again, like I said, if you go watch Rich RJP, he does a complete drive-through of this area, and he shows this. And he says, that could be possible. It would be possible for someone to get out that way. That's possible. No doubt you could run out that way. Except you had people watching.